Ahoy, me hearties, and gather around while I spin another yarn of old worth or waste. Okay, now that's out of my system, I promise, only time this whole episode I'm gonna be doing that. But let's continue our deconstruction of DKC with the second entry in the SNES trilogy, Diddy's Conquest. You know, like a conquest. Not Diddy Kong's quest, but like a conquest for Diddy's Conquest. Anyhow, moving on to the question at hand. Did the negatives I presented in the last episode get rectified? Will there be a persistent stain on the series like grog on your favorite shirt? If you'll recall, last episode I spent a pretty sizable amount of time talking about barrels. Maybe a little bit more than I probably should have, but I think the fact remains because even Rare kind of addressed that in the sequel. This go around, even though they added new gimmicks such as manual control barrels, the sections are much shorter. And even in the longer barrel sections such as Bramble Blast, they're on linear pathways, focusing more on a maze element rather than a timing and precision-based skill curve. In addition to this, now many of them have a safety net of damage instead of just a raw death pit. Again, it doesn't completely remove the aspect of the game, but rather improves on it, making the difficulty feel more fair. It's not like they strapped rockets to a barrel and then made an entire level themed around that. No, that would just be stupid. Rare would never try something ignorant like that. Right? Unfortunately, another thing that I brought up in the last game, the little bright flash animation, it seems as though the dev team was really proud of that one, because they brought it back. Now combined into a water stage called Glimmer's Galleon. So basically we traded a bird for a fish and a cave for a sunken ship. Most would agree that we traded down in this scenario, and I would be inclined to agree. But hey, at least there's no death pits. The next comparison I want to draw is probably the most discussed when it comes to Donkey Kong Country 2. The difficulty. It's really hard to do a one-to-one comparison when it comes to how each game handles difficulty. In the case of DKC 1, I feel most of the difficulty comes from unfair elements. Things that either require prior knowledge or lightning-fast reflexes to deal with. Your trade-off for that is that you can basically what's called save scum the entire game with Candy Kong, meaning you can just beat a stage, go back to Candy Kong, save, ad infinitum. They cost nothing and can be done after every mark of progress. In DKC 2, the wrinkly save points, Kong College, only give you one freebie, then cost 2 banana coins for each subsequent save. It's a small price to pay because coins are plentiful in the stages, but still prevent you from just spamming the save feature. Echoing from that though, is that I want to point out in DKC 2, the difficulty is more of a curve rather than a spike. It may peak a little higher than its predecessor, but it feels more natural. A death in Donkey Kong Country 2 was almost followed by, yeah, I shouldn't have tried that, or I knew not to do that, but I did it anyway. It does command a fair bit of get good, but when each level is designed to sharpen your skill, the flow is much more fluid. It's for this exact reason that I've never really understood the complaint of this game being crazy difficult. I mean, have you played Super Ghouls and Ghosts? Come on now, not even close. One of the most amazing introductions to this game though is actually a cheat code. Wait, before you close the tab, hear me out. So, as we discussed in DKC 1, the chase for 101%, not really my thing. One of the major reasons for that is that there really isn't any payoff for doing it. Yeah, it changed some of the text at the end, but what kind of reward is that? DKC 2, however, bonus rooms now reward you with Creme coins, 15 of which will open up that current world's Lost level. A super difficult mechanic mastery stage. Upon completion of all of the Lost levels, it opens up the game's true final boss and secret ending. Now, This is where the code comes in. The seemingly arbitrary steps you're seeing me take right now are actually the steps in a sequence to give you a special Creme coin that is worth 75 coins. Meaning, now you can do all of the lost levels as you come to them, without having to comb over every single stage completing all the bonus stages. Maximum game with minimal headache. And for the purists out there, the coin doesn't give you any completion percentage, since the percentage that you get for your completion is from the room and not the coin. This is just for those of us that want to test our skills on the harder stages and get the secret ending without the mind-numbing tedium. Okay, seriously, real talk for a second. I just need to gush about this game for a minute. Like, how awesome was it that just simply by changing the aesthetic and music, they turned drab minecart levels into badass roller coaster levels, despite essentially being the same thing. I mean, Haunted Hall just screams to be an awesome indoor theme ride at like Universal or something. The music, oh my god, the music. Who could forget such amazing tracks as Sticker Brush Symphony and Forest Interlude? Or how about the time you figured out that you could skip Screech's bullshit race just by flying around him? Composure, breathe. Okay. I love this game so much, guys. So many amazing and fond memories are just inside this one little cart. If it wasn't obvious enough, DKC2 is a masterpiece and very, very much worth your time. This is a must-play for anyone that enjoys the SNES or platformers in general. And just think though, like, if Rare improved on the formula so much between the first game and the second game, let's see how far they take it from the second game to the third game. That's gotta be an amazing jump. Like, how good can the final part of this trilogy be? Tune in next time for the final piece, Donkey Kong Country 3. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. We love and appreciate all the support you guys give us. Also, don't forget, you can catch us live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SilentHeroLive, and you can keep up with us on Twitter at Silent Hero Live as well. Catch you guys next time. Peace.